who's travelled all the way over from Australia with high hopes of doing well in this competition. I'm sure you'll join me in wishing them best as I welcome on to the rink, it's Jamie Smith. And after winning a tour card in last year's season, our next player certainly has made good use of that opportunity, playing himself into the world's top 16. Ladies and gentlemen, it's England's Mark Dawes.
Well, introducing other members of the team, and in the commentary box this morning, we've got a man who won 2 titles here last year, Robert Paxton, alongside the BBC's David Corkill.
Thank you, Rishi, as we see Jamie getting the jack away for the first time. Very good player from Queensland. Jamie Smith's been around the top for a while now, and a lot of people are surprised he's not in the elite squad for Australia, but like everything else, it's all down to selectors when it comes to playing for your country. Different here though, you qualify, professional bowls, different situation. And of course you're always left-handed, so we'll have to remember that.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie say he's been over once before, so he knows what the carpet's like. So he'll be looking forward to it. And so playing Mark in his maiden year in the top 16. Bit of pressure on Mark out there.
Yes, first game very important when you're sitting in that area around about 14, 15, 16. You want to get the points to guarantee really for next year. So you're always looking around to see what's going on. Les Gillett has negotiated his first round, which is good.
Yeah, so many good players coming up through behind the lower ranked players in the 16.
It's a great start for Jamie. Mark Dawes, an English international player, but a very, very good lead. He'll get into his rhythm soon enough. Here's the adjustment. Just like in the
2 shots green.
Jimmy's down again. Can't argue with those 3 balls.
Definitely not great openers. I think Mark will be straight into the positive bowl now. Wouldn't have been wanting to play a run of this early in the game.
Last bowl is second bowl, and it's 7 inches short.
Backhand runner. Looks on target. Oh, that's what I wanted. He really wanted that jack, and he's got it.
Yeah, perfect strike from Mark. So down to 1 bowl singles.
Thin edge. That was the perfect result. Really guarantees him at least second shot. Now Jimmy will draw another one here. He'll lie 4. That's not the issue. Although, ooh, this is looking a bit on the wide side. Wow. And here it comes back. Strong bias ball to get back from there.
Not a bad attempt. Certainly on the wide side there, Jamie. Does hold down there, but he's got a kick off the edge of the green there.
So he probably would have finished in the same place, but being about a foot tighter. Mark will draw second shot, if not the number 1. I think he's escaped out of this end really well.
I think he's drawn it.
Yep. Good ball.
Good shot.
Drive draw. Always a sign of a good player.
1 shot, Mark Dawes.
Jamie Smith played 4 good balls there and got absolutely nothing for it, but that's the nature of the game. As usual, big crowd here at Potter's Leisure Resort. Hopton-on-Sea. And a beautiful day it is out there. Quite mild. Lovely walk on the beach this morning.
Jack length 27 metres.
That's surprising. Jimmy's gone on to his backhand coming this direction. Almost everyone's been playing the other side.
Yeah, going away from the start, it's been probably 50-50 what hands people are playing. But certainly coming back, most players are playing the backhand.
Just watching this ball coming back. See what sort of bend is on it. And that profile, the way that's coming in. Certainly, yes it is. Just checking there, it's a Henselite Tiger ball. Nice steady draw.
Yeah, so Mark getting used to those again. Jamie certainly going early.
Oh, he didn't want that. Really didn't want to be playing that so early. Trying to put himself in a bit of bother here. This is the only thing that we see sometimes, as you know, Rob, when we get the qualifiers coming through. They have to adapt to the single rink tactics. And going early can work for you, there's no doubt about that, but it is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, if you miss a couple of times, it puts you in heaps of trouble. As he is now.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back to the draw. Easy delivery, as most of the Australians have. This is a good recovery. Really good recovery. Just needs to stop. Yep, good second. Well done. He's using the green balls, which are the Aero Groove balls. That's Paul Foster was using the Groove, and I noticed he'd changed to a slightly stronger bias, the Sonic.
Yeah, a lot of players are changing this week, trying to get the strongest bias bowl they can out here. It's playing a little bit different this week. The lines are good, there's no runs in the carpet at all, but just not bending as much as it normally does.
See Mark just dropping in on this. See if he can make the gap between the two balls. That's what he's looking for.
He's played well.
Oh, he has. He's played it extremely well. All matches until the final are over 9 ends and 2 sets. And of course, if things are level, they'll go into a 3-end tiebreak. The rules change slightly, but if we get there, I'll explain those for the tiebreak. Well, he's down on a decent line. If he's got a little bit of weight, he'll need a little bit of weight just to reach the balls. Thin edge would help. Not quite. Good effort, though.
2 shots, Mark Dawes.
Finals here played over 11 ends.
Jack length 26 metres.
Mark playing the traditional way, forehand away from the commentary box. He played very well.
The crucial bowl on here really is the first bowl, and if Mark can find that, which is his strength really, I mean, he'll just potentially dominate the set. He'll put Jamie in all sorts of trouble.
Just a marker coming in with spray chalk to indicate that ball's a toucher. If that goes into the ditch, that stays live. If a ball goes into the ditch without any chalk on it, it's taken away.
Yes, your ball was touching. Sorry. The gap between jack and bowl is 10 inches.
It's very important that those touchers are done immediately. In team games, if a ball goes into the ditch and it's not marked, even though it is a toucher and everybody knows it's a toucher, certain events that ball will be removed. That was the case in Cyprus and Atlantic Rim. So players can't forget to mark it in team games, and the same with a marker during singles. Looked a little bit narrow, but he's doing well.
One red.
It's all on pace on this one, I think, Joe. It gets down quick at the end on that hand. That's a great effort.
Again, good balls, but just a single down.
One red.
It's going to be a target for Mark to try and get into those two green balls if he possibly can.
Just up again. Just won't quite get back.
Players are very quick, of course. They're using the shot clock, 30 seconds. So Jimmy will run down. And what he'll be looking for is a little bit of movement here, just in that position. If he can possibly get it, Jack end up round about there and make 2 shots out of it, if he can. Down to 6 seconds. He's just looking for that little tap on the ball. If he goes underneath, and he has, well, you know, Rob, that just whips away.
Yeah, as soon as you look for the inside line, they do disappear. It's certainly the hardest shot to play on here.
One shot, Mark Dawes.
Set score 4-0 after 3 ends.
Still getting some members of the audience is coming in quite late, but they'll fill up all the spare chairs by this afternoon, I'm sure. There's always a big crowd here, and for a lot of players, even international players,
27 metres.
they don't get the chance to play in front of such a big crowd in singles.
No, definitely not. I mean, this is certainly one of the biggest crowds that people play in front of in any tournament, and say being the crowd right on top here, it's a fantastic experience out there.
Well, it is when you're playing well.
Yeah, it can be lonely if you're not. We've all been there. Again, a great opener by Mark there.
Once again, Mark showing his credentials as a lead, getting close.
It's amazing how games can turn after that first end. If he misses the runner, he's potentially looking at a 3 or 4 down, but he's a great runner. Gets himself straight back into it and into the game. And he's building strong now. Playing another great ball. Drops that down, he's very good.
Well, it's England skips have nothing to worry about with Mark Dawes in front, and he's putting 2 balls in like that. No wonder they have an easy job. Good return this one. Second ball.
1 shot red. The gap between jack and bowl is 3 inches.
Stayed up. That's good. Didn't want to drop away, but any touch in the ball and it will drop. You didn't bite, Rob. I thought you were going to bite at that one with the English skips, but you didn't do it.
No. So Mr. Brett's got the nice job of this year, having Mark leading up for him. And his number 2's not too shabby either, having Mervert in that position, so he can put his feet up this year.
He certainly can. It's just going to be a world-ranked rink.
It's a great effort here from Jamie. Just didn't quite get underneath.
Oh, he just wanted to drop back against it. And he touched on his own ball and he would have made that.
1 red.
That would have been very close. This is top-class stuff, it really is. And Jimmy's played well so far on the wrong side of a 4-0 scoreline.
Might just be slipping one round the back here, just to cover. Hasn't got a great deal on. It's not the easiest of heads for Jamie, to be honest.
Yes, he's got no back position. He's lying second shot. I think it's almost one of those things where you just try and drop your own ball down and hope the 2 balls are touching the jack. Otherwise, don't be up, because
I mean, he's got the option down the other hand, just trying to drop the shot bowl onto the jack.
It's just has to be so careful here. Doesn't want to give any more away. I'm surprised he was carrying that sort of weight, actually.
Yeah.
Truthful, that could have been very dangerous, but he's missed it.
1 shot, Mark Dawes.
Just the one. Not a crisis yet, but certainly could do with getting
Set score 5-0.
1 or 2 shots on the scoreboard. Mark Dawes plays out of the Blackpool club, Newton Hall.
Jack length
The
26
International Open is
metres.
held. Previously a Crown Green player. Still plays a bit now and again. During the summer months.
Yeah, Mark just basically mainly concentrates on the indoor these days. Hasn't played on the flat green outdoors for a few years now. And work and family sometimes take over.
It's an interesting challenge to play Crown Green, because that crown in the middle of the outdoor green makes you, the rules are different, the bowls are different, the jacks are different, and the noise and the way the players play the game is also considerably different. I must admit, I do love it. I think it's a great code. So it's not many players who swap around. Needs a good contact here.
It's the crowds that make the Crown really good, I think, because they're so enthusiastic, loud, and the banter that they give the players, and abuse, to be honest.
As the bookies are shouting the odds during the matches. Close this time, gentle, not too hard on it. Oh, it's crunched it, that's good. Well, it's jumped away and made a bit of a target, and so Mark Dawes is a very aggressive player.
2 shots green.
He's usually pretty accurate. Just didn't want that jack coming out into the open. Oh, he's very, very close to getting the split. 2 balls. Well, jack moved, that's fine. You'll be happy enough with that.
Yeah, it's a great strike from Mark. Opens it up. And he certainly started off well, Mark, here.
1 shot green.
He's Obviously, he's a new set of bowls this year as well. He's changed for this season, so it does take a little bit of time getting used to the new set.
Oh, this is great stuff.
A lot of it on the way through. Yeah.
Little pick up. Nice little bonus. It'll be interesting to see what Mark does here, because the same bowl
Two
again on the
green.
runner. He could run the jack through. If he wanted to play it, there is a toucher and green in the ditch, or he could draw for second. Hope to get the shot. Going for the draw. This needs to be absolutely perfect.
No, he's close. Just needs to hang a touch.
Got it.
Hit one.
Played that really well. Another hit and draw.
One red.
Not an easy shot for Jamie now, really.
Well, he's forced to play this. Play it inside with a little bit of weight, but he has to be running, and he hasn't got it. Yeah, once you go inside that line, it'll whip across. It's really about knowledge of the rink.
One shot, Mark Dawes.
Set score 6-0 after 5 ends.
First set's just starting to slip away from Jamie now. I mean, he hasn't played bad bowls, to be honest. The experience of Mark out there is just getting him through at the moment.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
He's been very close to that first bowl every end. And when he's been in trouble, he's had that drive to get out of it, and he's played that twice and drawn the shot after the running bowls. Jamie would be thinking to himself, I could easily have been in the lead in this match.
Yeah, definitely.
He's looking down the barrel at the moment. 6-0 with 4 ends to go.
Yeah, he's got to be winning every end from now, really, to give himself a chance. Good shot.
One green.
Well, strong bias, this should come back nicely. Here it comes. Just didn't have the weight to go all the way through to the jack to extend it through.
One green.
All on the pace here for Jamie. Straight down the line again. Easy to it. Great shot.
It's good stuff, it really is. Well, the way it's sitting, there's no reason why Mark shouldn't be into this again with weight.
Last bowl drop. Jamie's bowl's dropped now. It's probably a little bit better for him now. For Jamie, a little bit safer
Two
potentially.
green.
Yeah, just noticed that the ball had dropped down. Plenty of time for Mark. He's only at 19 seconds. So a bit of a damage limitation here. Yeah, playing a little inside runner. Try and tap the ball onto the jag. Or gets one of his own. That's the hard shot, and that's what he's been forcing Jamie into. Very low percentage really on that yard on the portable rink.
Yeah, it's one of those shots. As soon as Mark put it down, he'd have gone, why did I bother? But It's the way the head's built. It was the correct shot, but say the percentage of people getting those very low. It's not an easy spare for Jamie.
No, indeed not.
But he's certainly on a road.
He's playing it safe on the high side. Keep it out wide just in case. I'm a little bit heavier than what he wanted, though.
2 shots.
But he's on the card. So,
Set score 6-2 after 6 ends.
Jamie Smith with that double. 4 behind, 3 to go. That opens the door for him. Gives him a chance to look at the length of the jacket will suit him.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Just needs to run up a touch. It's not a bad opener. Different length.
Jimmy comes from one of the best clubs available, Broadbeach in Queensland, where the Commonwealth Games are going to be in 2018, and wishing everybody all the best there. Ryan Bester's the coordinator, bowls coordinator. Ryan's done so well down in Australia. He's Canadian, but very, very good player, Ryan.
We'll see Darren's brothers out there at the moment as well. Ryan, that's his club out in Australia. Ryan Burnett. And also another Scottish youngsters out there playing as well. Kevin Anderson.
There's a whole variety of younger players who are taking the opportunity to go and play in clubs in Australia, learn their craft.
Well, it certainly improves the game. I mean, I was lucky enough to go out and play, and it certainly did wonders for my game out there.
Need to hurry, Jimmy. Need to run with this. Well, the one time not to drop short. Shot against. Yes, he's saying that some big matches coming up, and one of the rivals really for his club is Helensvale, and obviously he's over here, so who do they replace him with? But Gary Lawson from New Zealand, who they flew in for the matches. That's just amazing, isn't it?
Yes, so different out there. He's proper one of the best New Zealand bowlers that's been on a plane. Fly him over, just for a league game.
Now, a little bit of power into this. Oh, you'll do well to hold that.
Hasn't gone yet.
Oh, well. One away. But always look just a little bit on the inside.
Chance of mark now. That's this one in. It's almost a set winning lie.
Needs to be running to make the double. Just a single.
One shot, Mark Dawes.
Well, Mark Dawes has scored 5 singles in this match, but by doing so, he's been keeping Jimmy away from the scorecard, restricting him to just one end. We can see the scorecard now, all those singles in there, and That's exactly what you want to do. You want to keep that scoreboard ticking over. 2 ends to go. He'll be looking to score a single here and
Jack
the
length
first
26
set,
metres.
move on. He's a calm player, Jimmy. Doesn't show too much emotion.
Last bowl was 10 inches short of Jack high.
I was chatting to him yesterday as he went on the rink for a roll. He had a nice flight over, got to the airport, Australia, and got a free upgrade to business class, so he could put his feet up flying over, which was very nice for him.
Didn't he do well?
Oh, he certainly did.
Massive difference flying business class.
And then had a nightmare journey from the airport to here. And his phone went dead, so he didn't know where he was going.
Clear road with this would be good.
Two shots green.
Well, it's counting. Mark Dawes is tempted with the 2 balls. But he's such a good drawer, you would expect him to draw the shot.
Thought down the forehand, just beat his front bowl.
Well,
No,
going forward, he is an aggressive player. We know that.
not the jack.
That'll do.
Oh.
And the touch on the ball. Oh, no, where's the jack? That's the key to it. If that's going onto the respot, that is a wonderful piece of luck. And it is. That's outside the confines of the rink. There's the marker putting the spray chalk on the toucher. And there's the respot. Oh, my goodness me.
To be fair, even without the touch on the bowl, I mean, he was certainly a lot better position. It was probably a set-winning bowl.
You will see the ball arriving and where the jack is in relation to that red ball that was pushed across.
Great effort, Jamie.
Oh, well done.
One shot red.
Made it just dropped away, actually. Thought he'd managed to get the shot, but he hasn't.
He's just got to look for another close second. Well, another second, really. Not too close to his own.
Taking his time here, but he's such a quick player. Normally on the mat, was able to get the ball away before the shot clock became dangerously close to 0. Oh, has he played this?
Perfect.
Got a split. Oh, that is a fantastic ball. He's locked his own ball in there with the jack, and yeah, 2. Well, that was a really good ball,
2
to be
red.
fair.
Oh, that was a great ball.
You know, it's he wasn't in any way lucky
Jamie,
there.
the
The
red
luck
ball
really
just fell
came
out.
with the ball
Fell
that he
over.
pushed across, but that's a
Still 2
marvellous
red.
result, and he knows that he's a very honest player, Mark Dawes. And Jimmy's in trouble. He can't even afford to hit this. Set lie against. Oh, I think he's on the wrong side of the red one. Oh, just a touch, but I think it would have dropped away anyway.
Two shots and the first set to Mark Dawes.
It's confirmation. 2 shots, 9-2 in the first set for Mark Dawes.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
So start over again. And Jimmy will be hopeful that he doesn't give his opponent a 6-0 lead in this second set. But to be fair, I don't think he played badly in the first set.
No, I mean, the 9-2 looks comfortable for Mark, to be honest. It wasn't as comfortable with that. He had to play some good runners and got perfect connections, then drew winners with his last bowl, so...
Yeah, it's good recovery shots from Mark Dawes and also some very good draw shots. He's very much aware of how important this game is. Really needs to make the second round preferably go a little bit further. Wants to amass the ranking points. It's hard to get into the top 16, but once you break in, you want to be there for at least 2 or 3 years to try and build up the ranking points with a guarantee of playing in all the events.
Saying earlier, with so many players coming up through now as well, and quality players, Rob Chisholm, G.R. Smith, Jamie Chesney. You are looking over your shoulder, to be honest.
Matthew Ory, of course, is in there too, and Conor Stonato's made a name for himself this week already. Coming in now, needs to pull hard, but it's a decent second.
1 red.
Well, Mark trying to concentrate on putting another bowl in, but the runner's available if Jimmy wants it.
That last bowl actually helps Jamie a little bit. Probably protects his own a little bit. He's got to be tempted down the forehand here, or his backhand, I should say.
His
2 red.
backhand being the left-hander, it's there's going to be 2 shots, but I would have to go for that definitely. You know, there's a little bit of a risk. He could take his own bowl out. Would be very unlucky. Oh, that's the hard shot. Now, let's see if this will hold up, because it will whip across. Oh, well, that was the danger. He got that all wrong, and it's going to be just on the inside. I'm not really sure if it's done too much damage. Have to wait and see. Well, we're taking one out.
Okay.
Wow, actually might have saved one. They're on a measure for the second, so not any real damage done, but that was a hard shot to play, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising the amount of, I would say, especially the Australians that come over and New Zealanders that play the aggressive game. They always sort of almost go in the shell sometimes over here and try and play the neat shots instead of their usual game. And so that was asking to be a good firm runner.
Yeah, it's a little bit too delicate.
Two shots, Mark Dawes.
Well, no change from the running ball. 2 shots it is.
Jack length 27 metres.
Mark just carrying on where he left off in the first set here. His first bowl's been pretty good today.
Jimmy's a sort of typical Aussie. He's very laid back, laconic sense of humour and easygoing sort of guy, but he does speak his mind and doesn't always go down well with officialdom back in Australia. Especially when you're looking to get onto elite squads and things like that, where not really happy about people voicing their opinions. Like most sport, a little bit of politics in there, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just got to let your bowls do the talking, basically. That's the easiest way.
A little bit past with this. Not wasted by any means.
2 red.
That's another shot. The jack's still available. It doesn't help the drive shot, so it has to be a draw. Playing off the middle of the mat. Just see how he gets back with this one. It's all about weight here. It's
chasing again.
Yeah, we just cannot afford it. You have to. He had the line absolutely perfect with that one from the middle of the mat,
3
but
red.
you just cannot afford to be through the head. Wouldn't be so bad if the jack was readily available for a little trail, but that's a hard shot in that hand.
Oh, well, just close this right out now.
Yes, it's a choice really. Do you draw and try and block up that gap, or do you cover the back balls just in case Jimmy decides to come through at it? Well, it's another shot. It's a bit of a shoulder, but Jimmy has to take a yard off.
It's the right side of the jack, though. It's passed, so he can't use it to get onto the jack. So, pressure bowl now for Jamie.
Yes, and sort of think in a normal club game you would just play down a narrow line and it'll hold and drop in, but narrow lines in a portable rink are dangerous. And I think the best he can do here is to take one off. He's just on the wrong side.
3 shots, Mark Dawes.
Well, we were saying Jamie wouldn't like to give
Set
Mark
score
Dawes a
5-0
lead
after 2
in the
ends.
second set, but 5-0 after 2 ends is not great. We see the jack lengths and Jamie trying the long 29 and a
Jack length,
half.
25 metres.
See how it would work, but not much variation there. 25 and a half to 27 has been most of the game. I would suggest if Jimmy can get the jack, he goes to 23, 24.
Yeah, it's a tough one. He's got to change something, whether it's mad up, but the hardest part at the moment is just getting hold of the jack. So Mark's playing some decent bowls out there at the moment. He's not giving Jamie much opportunity.
One red. 2 red.
Great bowl from Jamie there.
1 red.
Still just hanging on.
Well, get on the green ball and fall back would be absolutely perfect. A return of the jack would be good, but he doesn't want it to the green. Oh, I think he's been unlucky. He has.
1 green.
It's giving Jamie a little opportunity here now.
He has the same ball from Jimmy, and he could drop the red down and get a 3. He'll start using one of his timeouts here.
Timeout called.
Well, what he's looking here, Rob, is if he can get into the jack or into the ball. Any movement on the jack, preferably into this sort of area here, will make the 3 shots. He has to be a little bit careful. He doesn't get the outside edge. Getting the outside edge of the green ball will move the jack across. But other than that, no, it looks pretty good for it.
Yeah, I mean, he's just repeated his last bowl, to be honest. That's all. I mean, only just a fraction of a touch on the jack. Even dropping Mark's bowl down, so he'll be very close to bringing his back one in. So in the context of the game, he knows it's a big shot here, an opportunity for him.
Oh, he's down that tight line again. No, they're going to waste balls down that line. It was the right idea, but you just have to believe that if you push it out a little bit more, it'll
1
stay.
shot, Jamie Smith.
As I said before, Rob,
Jamie
it's
has
always
4
the same
timeouts
when we
remaining.
get the qualifiers coming in, that
Sets
it's very,
score
very
5-1
hard
after 3 ends.
to get a grip of this portable rink when you have to play those just slightly over shots.
Yeah, I mean, it does take time to get used to the rink, even our own qualifiers from the UK-based countries. I mean, it even takes them time to work out what shots to play and shot selection.
Length 23.5 metres.
Your last bowl, 30 inches short of jack height.
Decent adjustment there from Jamie.
Well, 2 short balls is always going to be that little moving, but good to see the mat up on a change of length from Jamie. That's what we were thinking he'd have to do. Try and shake Mark Dawes a little bit. Don't think it'll do much in terms of stopping his standard. There we go. That just proves the point. He's used to the mat up as well. But it's good for Jamie. It's the right thing to do.
It's a measure.
It's a measure. Well, both look like they're touching the us, but I don't like the look of it. Again, that inside line is just not there. I'm surprised he played it on that side, to be honest. I The other side looks favoured to me.
Yeah, I think Mark will be turning over. Just looking to try and get back into the green.
I think both players will change it. Well, it's impossible for us to tell, but there must be some daylight between the ball and the jack. Yep, Mark on the forehand after the backhand draw.
All on pace for this.
He's very close to punching
He's
it
up
out.
now.
Yep.
Great shot.
That's exactly what I thought Jamie would do on the other side. Really good ball. At least one, maybe two.
2 shots red.
All Jamie's left with is just a very hard shot again, really.
I think it's worth going a little bit stronger at this. On his forehand.
Timeout called.
Try and just let the ball drift very slightly around the short stuff, but he can see the red ball. Even from that picture, you can see the red ball just up the top of your picture. It's available to him with weight. Just don't try it with a yard on.
She's done.
Just not strong enough. Yeah. The right shot, just not enough weight.
Two shots, Mark Dawes.
Mark decided not even to bother with his last ball. Happy enough to take
Jamie
the double.
has 3
Down at
timeouts.
5-0. He's absolutely right.
Set score 7-1.
Sorry,
after 4
5-1.
ends.
So that takes it up to 7-1. Jimmy's just getting sucked in, isn't he?
Yeah, he just hasn't gone aggressive. He's been almost very defensive. So it's very unusual for the Australian style of play, to be honest. They're normally pretty aggressive with the greens they play out there. And it's surprising how many do change their game when they come over here.
Jack length 24 metres.
And Mark now just be looking to close this out, win the next couple of ends and almost be closing the match out.
Yes, indeed. Jimmy's been here a few days and put the practice in, put the hours in. But there's nothing really to beat the match play in the portable. And you do get caught on, you know, it's happened to all of us over the years, and I've probably watched more balls in the portable rink than anyone, and it still sucks me in when I get out there that you just go for that shot occasionally, that little inside runner. It's so hard to play. Good effort.
1 red. Your bowl short is 10 inches short of Jack high.
No mistake. Around the back of the short bowl, so to hide that one, right on the blind side. And the player doesn't have any idea where it is around the front ones, and makes it even harder now for Jamie.
Struggling to get back, I think.
Any sort of weight there just doesn't play through. And
2 red.
at this stage, I thought he might have tempted to have a little runner at it to try and shift something.
Yeah, he just played that hard weight again, just trying to lift his own bowl through onto the jack. Mark's got to be looking to cover now.
Yes, he had a look at the scoreboard there. That's what he was looking up at, just to see where he was regarding ends and score. And he realises he can't afford to lose 2 shots here. The danger for him is if he flicks his own ball out, he loses a 3. But to do that, I think he probably has to take the other red to the left of your picture. So I think it's got to be worth this, playing to it.
Mark's played a good bowl there. Not too far through, but the deepest.
Timeout called.
I think to give himself a chance in this set, he's got to be getting the shot here.
Well, he's looking a bit better this time, but again, it's on the inside line. Needs a little touch on his own. Oh, he's got a touch that might give him second. Needed to turn it over once more. Good effort. Nicer weight for the job. The Australian way of measuring.
1 shot, Mark Dawes.
Cross fingers, go across to both bowls. Seems to be pretty
Jamie has
reliable,
2
but not
timeouts
something that
remaining.
we have taken up over here in the UK.
No, there's a
Set
few
score
players that do it.
8-1
I mean,
after
occasionally
5
I do, but so it's one of those things out there that's done by most of the players.
Keeps the game moving. Don't walk around it for 30 seconds or more just thinking about it.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
Little pickup. Yep, there it goes. The ball. Nice weight, even if he missed it. It's going to be a good ball.
Two good bowls there from James working upwards. Mark might be tempted at least.
2 shots green.
And the strike shot's
16
been very
inches past
successful
Jack Hine.
over Mark Dawes, and he's looking to score as well. Is he prepared to still stay aggressive, or will he be defensive? That's why he's coming up to have a look.
Timeout called.
He's got the split available to him. You know, he can get off that ball onto that. There's always a chance of the jack going through.
Mark has 4 timeouts.
If he's able to extend that jack all the way through to here, it would be excellent.
So the only danger if he does play the runner and miss is giving Jamie a bit of room, but he's turning over, so it must be a quick one.
Yes, looking for the 2 balls.
No, he's good.
1, 2. Oh my!
Oh, he's got the
Goodness
close.
me! Oh, that. I'm certain that was going to take the 2 balls, but it just seemed to dip in the last foot or so. And look, once again, he's come out of this absolutely smelling of roses.
Yeah, again, so he's run through,
shots
chips his own
left.
bowl towards the spot.
Oh, he's been bang on target, but the end result has been absolutely maximum.
Yeah, he's slipping a bit that time. He didn't put it within 6 inches of the spot, so
It's keeping Jamie really under the cosh in this game and not giving him the opportunity to score, multiples. I'm not sure if that's made it. No, it hasn't. Oh, He's dropped about 4
One
feet
red.
short. 1 to red, and again Mark's now in a position of turning 2 down to 2 up. It's been a very good game for him. He's played some very good bowls, played some good runners, got the maximum result from every one of them, and then he's followed it up. That's the big thing. Every time he hits, he's following up with a good draw.
Which
and
he's done again.
He's done it again. You know, that's super stuff. It really is. It's
2 red.
As they say, Jimmy has caught the boy on a good day or a bad day, whatever way you want to look at it.
A bit of a surprise turning over. He's giving it a chance though. Oh, he's drawn it.
Oh, good lad. Well done. Playing across the line this time. Picked it out perfectly. Scores the single. Goes to 8-2.
1 shot, Jamie Smith.
3 ends to go. Needs 7 shots. Don't think it's going to happen in this match, but
Set score 8-2 after 6 ends.
he's going to have to really chase it now.
Doing the opposite. T to T this time, I think. As he plays similar length. Just stretching it out a touch.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Well, 2 shots here for Mark Dawes, and this match will be over. And the best Jimmy can do in the last 2 ends then are 2 fours, and that would level the scores at 10-all, and that's not enough. Once again, another good starter. He's played well enough this match to have taken out some other players who have won. Jimmy, he's played some very, very good bowls, but Mark Dawes has been very consistent.
So the big difference has basically been with shot down. Mark's always converted and saved, whilst Jamie's just played those in-between shots. And so he got nothing out of them today. He had a chance there, to be honest.
Yes, Mark will move across and adjust. He's pushed it out a little bit wider. It's all about good weight. This one will get back.
Oh, he's good. Needs to run up a touch.
One red.
Giving this a chance. Has he got enough to get through the red?
Yeah, good ball. Well done. Very good ball. Really needs to score double this end.
One green.
That's what I'm
18
saying, Robbie
inches
has
short
played
of
some
track.
very good stuff in this game, and he's more or less come away with virtually nothing. He's only scored in 3 ends. He's been much better than that.
Clear road from Mark, he's good. That's good. It's a good bowl, really.
Yeah, that's, he was given that 2 or 3 chances come inside.
Jamie's got to be looking at this red bowl, sitting the red away.
He could have wiggled something or pushing his own ball in. And interesting to see if Jimmy plays the ball out or just tries to draw a second. That's the thinking process is going on at the moment.
He's got to play the bowl. Double's okay, but he's
Timeout
still
call.
really chasing it then. Got to give it a chance. Perfect connection, getting a touch off his own green into the red. He's got even firmer.
Oh, he's got it.
He's unlucky.
Oh, not the jack. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh dear, that is just so unlucky. He looked like he was going to get the ball absolutely clean, and he's going to lose the match here because there's no way on earth that Mark Dawes is going to miss this.
No. He was a bowl away, really.
Well, even half a ball, you know, that's really unlucky. I'm
red.
just going to put this on the scorecard now because there's no way that this is going to change.
It's just a shame he hadn't started playing that weight a little bit earlier in the game. It could have been different.
Well, very unlucky. Really, really unlucky. Jamie Smith to push the jack across. It's unfortunately for him. The journey finishes here at the first round. He's lost out to Mark Dawes, who won 9-2, 10-2, and I think that's an unfair scoreline in many ways as well, Rob.
Two
Yeah,
shots.
definitely. I mean, Jamie
Mark
didn't play
Dawes.
bad bowls out there
Second
today.
set
Just a little bit
match.
of experience on the rink really cost him. But Marseille did play well and safely through to the second round.
Yes, good stuff by Mark Dawes, no doubt about that. It does look very one-sided, but it really wasn't a game like that. Mark was playing good drawing shots, good hits, maximum results, and Jamie Smith's got a couple of bad results, and unfortunately, he'll be making the long journey home.